What's cracking YouTube? It's Crypto and WO here, and today we're going to be exploring every level of the deep and dark web in 2021. I made this exact video last year and my audience loved it. You guys absolutely crushed it with the likes. That video hit 45,000 likes. I'm actually blown away. You guys wanted to see it again. Well, here's the video. But before we get started, listen guys, I just really wanted to let you know that subscribing to the channel and smashing the like button really helps out your favorite content creators. It doesn't have to be me in general. I just really want you guys to remember that for your favorite content creators. These people spend hours upon hours upon hours recording, editing, and uploading these videos. So if you guys enjoy exploring every level of the deep and dark web, then go ahead and show the like button what the dark web looks like, only to have it wake up in a red room. I really want the like button to feel the wrath of 50,000 likes. Do it! I also want to thank you guys for the time that you're spending with me here today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further hesitation, let's go ahead and get this video started. Level 1 of the deep and dark web. Now the difference between the clear net and the dark net, the clear net is everything you see on the surface level of the iceberg. Everybody's heard this iceberg theory before, right? That clear net is everything we see, the Facebook, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the TikToks. That is the surface level, the clear net. The dark net is everything below that. The dark web is the lowest point of the iceberg. But now getting onto the dark web, you have to connect using a VPN and you have to use the Tor browser. We're not going to use Google Chrome. We're not going to use Safari. We're not going to use Firefox. We're going to use Tor, but I'm using NordVPN to get onto the deep and dark web. I open up the Tor browser and I'm not going to be using DuckDuckGo. I'm not going to be using the hidden wiki. Every YouTuber's overplayed it at this point. Every YouTuber's made a video about the hidden wiki and showed everybody what's on the hidden wiki. I think it's personally a scam. Like, who knows? Maybe the cops made the hidden wiki because there's so much freaking hidden wikis. If these links are all owned by the cops, then they're just going to be documenting everybody's IP addresses, even if you're using a VPN. I don't trust the hidden wiki and I don't trust DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo gives me like 75% ClearNet sites, which is like .com sites. Everything you see in this video, any product you see, any service you see in this video, it's not condoned by me. I actually recommend you guys to stay off the dark web. At the end of all of my videos, I tell you guys, stay off the dark web. Instead of going on the dark web to find the stuff, just come here, watch this video, and get spooked out. So don't go on the dark web, stay off the dark web. Any services or any products you see in this video is not condoned by me. Please stay away from it. I'm gonna be trying my best to blur absolutely everything that needs to be blurred. You're gonna go into the search bar, you're gonna type in onion.ws. After you type in onion.ws, it's gonna bring up this yellowish weird looking page. It says onion.ws on the top. You see all of those clickable links on the bottom? I know you want to click it. Don't click anything yet. You see where it says Raptor? Right click the link where it says Raptor. Copy link location. Paste it into the search bar. Don't hit enter yet. You see where it says .ws at the end? Delete the .ws and delete the HTTPS. It should open up this website called Raptor. I really like Raptor, but again, don't trust anything on the dark web. We're gonna scroll down and there's a section called search engines. You can see here Ahmia and Ahmia Tor. You see how Ahmia has a C beside it? That means ClearNet. That's a ClearNet link. It'll take me to a .com or a .net or a .ca website. We don't want that when we're browsing the dark web. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna copy the link locations. We're gonna be using Ahmia as a search engine and we're gonna be using Torch as a search engine. These are darknet search engines, not ClearNet search engines. We're gonna get started with level 1 of the deep and dark web. The first thing we're gonna be talking about is hidden confessions. Now the website you see on the screen is called Hidden Answers. This is where anybody and everybody can go to ask any question they wanna ask or basically talk about anything they wanna talk about. While I was using this website a couple of months ago, there are people that basically admit to the murders that they have committed on here, and they're in like very gruesome detail. I'm not going to be reading any of them in this video, but it's pretty messed up, you know. These people are taking advantage of the fact that they're using Tor and a VPN, so they're completely anonymous right now, and these people admitting to the murders. Like, think of all of the cold cases that have never been solved before, and then these people go on the dark web and they just confess. I think it's really freaking messed up. Hidden Answers on the deep net actually has the reputation of being called hidden confessions because that's the question that they're asking. Everybody that's replying is basically confessing. They're being as honest as they possibly can. It's not the questions that are the confessions, it's the answers that are confessions. I find it really interesting. It definitely deserves a spot on level 1 of the deep and dark web. But this is the point I'm trying to make. This is hidden confessions and this is level 1 of the deep and dark web. Well, what are we gonna find in the later levels? This website's actually really freaky. It's a great way to see what's inside people's mind, to see the hidden deep depths of someone's sickened thoughts. I think it's absolutely frightening to even know that this exists. Do you guys think this is real? Do you guys think this is fake? Let me know in the comment section down below. But yes, that is Hidden Answers. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing of level 1, and that is deep web radios. Deep web radios, you can basically listen to a bunch of stuff that people are putting on here. Some of them are like podcasts, some of them are actual like radio stations with music. This one here says Anami Jazz. Don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. I don't know if I want to play this because I want to try to avoid copyright. You know what? Let's press play. Oh, this is live! Current listeners, there was 3 listeners on that. This one here has 3, the peak listeners was 11. This one has 2 listeners. This one has 1 listener. There's actually people on this deep web radio right now listening to these streams, and I think that's really interesting. I found that really interesting to put on level 1 of the deep and dark web. The way I found out about this, I was actually reading through a forum, and there was a story where somebody was just listening to like normal jazz music, and then somebody came and started whispering in their ear, telling them to kill their entire family. It's a really, really weird story. I want you guys to look into it. It's actually up. The next thing on level 1 of the deep and dark web we're going to be talking about is countless forums on the deep and dark web. I'm not going to be like going through the forums in this video. I'm actually just like telling you that there's just countless forums, like for anything. There's cannibalism forums. There's a forum like this called the Freedom Forum. I can imagine it's about people that are like heavy on freedom of speech, freedom rights, all that stuff. There's also scamming forums. Like you can take a look on the screen right here. These are people that are teaching you how to scam on the internet. Now, I don't want you guys using these services because you guys are probably going to end up like the people that go in my comment section and start spamming me with Telegram and WhatsApp scams. Anybody that says to you, oh, message me on Telegram or message me on WhatsApp, I know you're going to want to message them because it's like me responding to you sometimes and you're like, oh, crypto, wow, I can message crypto. Don't do it. Please don't do it. These are scammers. This is not me. These people are going to try to take your money somehow. I have no idea. Just stay away from it. Don't do it. Don't go on any of these forums because you're going to end up like the people that go in my comment section. But yeah, there is countless forums on the deep and dark web for anything you can imagine. Another example being like the Pirate Bay forum. Like the Pirate Bay is a torrent website that it's a huge website that like massive community, you know? And this forum is basically a place where people that are obsessed with the Pirate Bay can go ahead and communicate and like help each other, give each other tips. Also on level 1 of the deep and dark web, we have chat services. We have the infamous Talk to John Doe. I've used this countless times in my videos. A lot of YouTubers have used Talk to John Doe. It says 116 people are online right now. I'm gonna hit a random chat. Let's talk to somebody. Let's see what's popping. What's up? Buy services, you see what I mean? Look at this. Telegrams. Anything that has a Telegram, that has a WhatsApp group, anything. It's a scam. Stay away from this crap. Start a new random chat. I started the conversation by saying no. Buy services and earn money by checking the... Oh my god, man. The dark web has become a cesspool of absolute scams. It's so freaking annoying, man. I just want to chat with some weird people. We're all weird in our own way. I'm gonna fight this guy. Again, buy services. There's 116 people online. Is he all 116 people? Is he matching with himself, telling himself to buy services? This guy has lost his mind. Dude is all 116 people that's online right now. I assume this person is a man. Damn it, crypto. It's 2021 and you're still assuming? Okay, so this person actually doesn't want to respond to me, which makes me think it's actually a real person because I never get texted back. Jesus or Tupac? Let me know in the comment section. Jesus or Tupac? Oh bro, I'm actually gonna fight this guy. This guy wants to scrap. The man is getting tired with the copying and pasting. Now listen, scammers, does this work? Does this work? Are you seeing results? Because I feel kind of bad for you guys. This man is sitting there with a Twinkie in his hand, copying and pasting everything. You know I just predicted what you're doing. I can't see you, but you know I predicted what you're doing. Waiting for interlocutor. Now I'm actually... Oh, what came first? The Belle Delphine or the Sim? I hate him. I hate him. I hate chat with John Doe. But that is all with level 1 of the deep and dark web, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go ahead and get started with level 2 of the deep and dark web. The first thing we're gonna be talking about is citizenships. You can get citizenships from the dark web for any country, any place, any time. And these are people that are actually putting them up for sale. Like for example, this is a website called USA Citizenship. A lot of YouTubers have talked about this one in particular, but USA Citizenship gives you citizenships for the United States. This website here claims to give you citizenship that is also backed by government data, you know? So that's really messed up. I mean, people are smuggling themselves across the border and this thing actually exists. Do people know this exists? That's the question. Then there's this website here. This is called the Counterfeiting Center. As you can see on the screen, Canada, USA, Mexico passports, UK, European passports, New Zealand, Australian passports. Look at this. We have permanent residency here. Canada, USA, Mexico, social security number, and CPN. It's 0.0172 Bitcoin. So that's actually quite expensive given the fact that Bitcoin is like an arm and a leg right now. By the way, every time I've talked about Bitcoin in any of my surfing the dark web or exploring the dark web videos, I hope you guys noticed that I have predicted Bitcoin's future every single time. Go check it out if you don't believe me. I don't remember exactly what Bitcoin's price was when I released that video. All I know, it was under 20,000 and I said this statement. People believed in Bitcoin and they wanted to sell everything they had for Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin today, about to reach its all-time high. Once again, the all-time high for Bitcoin, 19,000 something. Once it hits $20,000, then Bitcoin has officially surpassed its all-time high that it hit in 2017. I'm excited for those days to come. It is inevitably gonna happen because Bitcoin, it's in the code. It's in the freaking code. It's in the code. Bitcoin is gonna be very, very, very expensive one day. It is gonna crash down before it goes back up though. But anyways, after doing the conversion, 0.0172 Bitcoin actually converts up to around $1,000 in today's Bitcoin price. To get a permanent residency for Canada, USA, or Mexico, all you have to pay is $1,000. That's really, really messed up. That's a small price to pay for anybody that actually wants to get permanent residency that can't seem to find another way to do it, or that's having some trouble finding some ways to do it, you know what I mean? Do you guys think that this is real? Do you guys think that this is fake? Let me know in the comment section down below. The next thing you can get on the deep and dark web is leaked bulk data. There is tons of data on the dark web. When I mean data, by the way, like take a look at this website, fresh and validated credit card data. Apparently they harvested 13,952 credit cards and they have 9,160 available credit cards to buy. I don't believe it. Anybody could type that out. I bet if I come back in 3 days, it's gonna be the same number. They basically tell you what you get, they tell you why they're better, they tell you what they are, just like every single dark web service. It sounds like every single dark web scam. Anytime they say why they're better and they say like, oh, everything else is a scam and you should trust us, you're contradicting yourself. If everything else is a scam, then you're one of those everything else. I just came across this because you're one of those everything else. But you can get absolutely astonishing amounts of leaked bulk data off the deep and dark web. Like for example, the next one we're gonna talk about, take a look at this one over here, Cyber Chaos, established in 2012 and today led by 4 partners. It is a trusted group of experienced hackers providing illegal hacking services such as a network attack, social engineering, pen testing, exploitation, zero-day, sniffing, spoofing, reverse engineering, virus development, DDoS attack, and anything else you can imagine that's bad from hackers. These people here sound like the real freaking deal because on the top right of the screen, it says talk to a human. This is the first time that I've ever seen anything like that on the dark web. So I actually opened up their services to see what they offer. You can see website and server hacking, smartphone attack. There are situations when your smartphone is lost or stolen, or if you do need to get into the device of someone else, like your partner's phone or your child's phone, in order to get a complete remote monitoring about their activities, their photos, their messages, and much, much more. That's freaking scary. They also do data scraping, web harvesting, or web data extraction is data scraping used for extracting data from websites. So they can basically pull any data off websites and sell it to you. Now, for example, this can mean a couple of things. They can extract like usernames and passwords. That's a lot harder, but they can do that and they can send you usernames and passwords for specific websites. Or let's just say you're a developer that has no creativity. You just want to make Facebook 2.0. So you go on Facebook's website, you get these people to scrape the code off for you, send you the code, so you basically know how to build Facebook's website from the ground up. Apparently, these are the people that's going to figure it out. I mean, the only data I want to see is how YouTube's algorithm works. That's my biggest question. How the hell does YouTube's algorithm work? Another part of leaked data on level 2 of the deep and dark web, take a look on the screen. OnlyFans leaked pages. Now, if you have an OnlyFans account, this is really, really freaking dangerous because this is a leak of 4 terabytes of photos and videos from OnlyFans. Ladies, men, anybody who has an OnlyFans page, keep note of this. I want you guys to go on your pages, if you have one, and just make sure it's secure, super secure, because this person claims to have 4 terabytes of photos and videos from OnlyFans. Leaked photos and videos. That's really freaking messed up because the people that have OnlyFans, they're trying to make a living, they're trying to make some money, you know? They're just trying to pay the bills and put some food on the table, you know? And now these people are getting leaked and 4 terabytes worth of it? That's absolutely insane. By the way, hit the like button if I should make an OnlyFans. Also on level 2 of the deep and dark web, we have CashApp Mafia. These people here, this one is really freaking interesting. Again, I don't trust it just like every other website. Just make sure you stay away from any of these services or any of their products. But this CashApp Mafia thing, I want you guys to take a look at this. Apparently you have to pay them weekly for a service that like, it's like an app I think you download on your phone, or I think it's on the computer. And this app, take a look at it. It's gonna give you $5,000 weekly trading limit. Like you can go send this to your Cash App account, probably like immense drug dealing or really, really dirty money that these people have to get rid of. So what they're doing is they're creating a service where you have to send them Bitcoin. They want your Bitcoin and they're gonna give you some of this dirty money. They have an app over here, up to $5,000 weekly trading limit. So I think you can send this $5,000 to your Cash App account. I think it's a scam. It's a freaking scam. Stay away from this stuff at all freaking costs. I'm not gonna be leaving any links on the screen, so you guys stay away from it. I just was like basically scrolling, finding some links for this video, and I came across CashApp Mafia. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely crazy. If this works, this takes carding into a whole new level, because carding is essentially the same thing. They give you a limit and you're only allowed to have this limit and you have to pay them in Bitcoin. It's essentially the same thing except with Cash App. I mean, that's That's revolutionary for scammers right there. Do you think that's a scam? Do you think that's a little too far-fetched? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinion. Guys, scammers are getting a lot smarter. Just make sure you don't get scammed by anybody on the dark web or anybody in my comment section or any other YouTuber's comment section. This is happening to a lot of YouTubers, not just me. Then there's this interesting website here called Facebook Account Password Hack. That's really freaking weird. But price per account, 0.0045 Bitcoin. That's approximately $262 to get access to somebody's Facebook account password. That's where I think it's a scam, because people are willing to pay that much money to get into, like, let's say they think their loved one is cheating on them, you know? Well, paying $260 is a small price to pay for somebody that wants to find out. So the poor person is gonna send this guy $260 and get scammed off him. You have to deposit $200 Bitcoin into the address above. I'm gonna be blurring it out so you guys don't fall for this crap. And you have to send an email to this douchebag with the victim's Facebook profile URL, which is facebook.com/username ID, and the transaction ID from Bitcoin. If you guys don't know what that is, basically once you send any Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency from person A to person B, there's gonna be a transaction ID to indicate the proof of this transaction. So like if I sent you 1 Bitcoin and you didn't get your Bitcoin, ask me for the transaction ID so I can prove it to you, and anybody can see this transaction ID. So basically he wants a transaction ID so he can verify it on the blockchain. They will then send you the login account info after 24 hours. The hacked data includes usernames, passwords, IP addresses, and cookie sessions. These people are claiming to bring you back results in 24 hours, and I wanted to remind you that Facebook uses HackerOnce Protocol, which is absolutely the largest hacker group in the world. These are good hackers, not bad hackers. These hackers, they try to hack into platforms like Facebook, huge platforms. They try to hack into it, and once they do hack into it, they find all the little vulnerabilities, and they take the vulnerabilities and they report it to Facebook and how to fix those vulnerabilities. Basically, the more they work on the security, the more they hack into it, they find more vulnerabilities, and they improve the security of it. These people are claiming to bring you back hacked information from Facebook. That's an immediate red flag where I call scam. The next one is essentially the same exact thing with Snapchat, you know? Significant other, you think they're a cheater, you want to get on their Snapchat, you go on here and then you get scammed for your $260. Actually, it says price, contact us. You don't even have a price for this, which is interesting. This one actually makes me believe that it might be legitimate, you know, because this person here, apparently the same thing within 24 hours. I can imagine that this was created by the exact same person. I personally think that this is all a fraud and it's a scam, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Does this look like it's viable, or would you not go near it with a 50-foot pole? The next thing we're gonna be talking about on level 2 of the deep and dark web is Bitcoin mixing services. Not to confuse you guys too much, it's basically exactly like money laundering, except with Bitcoins. Money laundering, for the people that don't know, it's where drug dealers, hitmen, very bad people that make money in very illicit ways take all of that dirty money and they put it into like legitimate services, legitimate businesses. Like for example, the infamous reason why it's called laundering is because back in the day, drug dealers used to put all of their money into laundromats, and then people would come in with cash, and whether they were busy or whether they were not busy, they would report all of their drug dirty money as laundry money. They're like, oh wow, we just made like $100,000 this month. Ho ho ho, this is amazing. The government cannot prove that that's dirty money because everything that's coming into the business is cash. The laundromat is taking in quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. And those people can lie. They can say, oh wow, we made $100,000 this month. Let's just put that on paper, pay our taxes, whatever. Bitcoin mixing is exactly the same thing. However, the difference is a drug dealer would put all of his money into a laundromat, and whether it does or it doesn't work, he's the one that's physically doing it himself. But on Bitcoin mixing services, you have to take your Bitcoin and send it to services like this that claim they're not going to steal your money. Let's say you send them $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. God forbid anybody ever does that. Please don't listen to what I'm saying right now. Just giving an example, informing you guys. Let's say you give them $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. You got this money from really, really bad things. Like let's say you did something really bad and you got this money. You want to clean this money. You can't just go out tomorrow and buy a Lamborghini without the police and the government asking questions. So you take your $100,000 worth of Bitcoin and you put it into a Bitcoin mixing service. This person's service and other services like this claim that they're going to take your Bitcoin and send it to thousands of other different addresses and then send it back to a new Bitcoin address that you have, basically making every single fraction of the Bitcoins on there untraceable. It's pretty hard to explain it, but the best way to think about it is just washing your Bitcoins clean, which is essentially just washing your money clean. Sorry for all the people that's making money in very illicit ways, but I don't really think that there's any Bitcoin laundering services on the dark web. Once you send Bitcoin to any address, aka dark web addresses, your friend's address, your mom's address, your dog's Bitcoin address, process. You can't get that Bitcoin back unless they send it back to you, or unless you cancel the transaction before it happens. But once a Bitcoin transaction happens, you can't get it back. So if you just sent over $100,000 worth of Bitcoin to this mixing service, hoping that you're gonna get back clean money, sorry to tell you, but you just lost $100,000. Now, I talked about it early on in the video and I want to talk about it again. This is Pathfinder. This is a malware, a virus. Yes, you could download viruses off the dark web. Go ahead and check out a video that just popped up on the top right side. I downloaded a virus off the dark web one time. However, it's not like the virus I had in that video, and it's not like any malware you've ever had. This type of virus is actually one that you have to send to somebody like through an email, or for example, like attach it to a text file. And once somebody opens this text file on their phone or on their computer, it's gonna have Pathfinder on it. You can actually remotely control phones, tablets, and computers if you successfully plant Pathfinder on somebody else's device. Now that's really freaking messed up because, for example, I want to give you a little hypothetical scenario here. Let's say Jane just unlocked her phone and then put her phone down to start brushing her teeth. Well, if somebody just installed Pathfinder on her phone and she just unlocked her phone, giving anybody that has remote control access a direct entry onto her phone, well, by the time she's finished brushing her teeth, her phone will be completely wiped. Not just that though, they'll take all your pictures and all of your videos and they'll send it to themselves so they can have all of your privacy. Everything you've ever done that's private on your photos, I know I have some, that can be up for grabs if somebody successfully adds Pathfinder onto your phone. Now that's all with level 2 of the dark web, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and move on to level 3 of the deep and dark web. The first thing we're going to be talking about on level 3 is PayPal accounts. Yes, you've seen it in my comment section, you've seen it in my videos, you've seen it in other people's comment sections, you've seen it in other people's videos. But stolen PayPal accounts definitely deserves a spot on level 3 of the deep and dark web. If you take a look on the screen over here, these are all PayPal accounts for countries all over the world. We have the USA, United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, Germany. Let's say you're from Germany and you wanted to buy a PayPal account. Let's say you wanted to buy some Gucci flip-flops. Well, this is going to cost you 0.00564 Bitcoin, which again is 262 US dollars, and you will get 2,189.35 euros. Now, the first question everybody has in their head is, why the heck would anybody do this? Why would somebody take $260 to give 2,189 euros? Well, we're gonna reference to what I actually said earlier. These people are giving you dirty money. They don't want to have the dirty money on them. They want your Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin is very hard to trace. It's not impossible to trace, but it's very hard to trace. They're willing to give you these PayPal accounts with dirty money on it, and all they want from you is 262 US dollars. It's honestly stuff like this that drives me crazy and makes me think, like, is this a scam? Is this real? I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. They have all these countries in Europe. These are all European countries except for United States. I don't see Canada anywhere. But look at this. On the bottom it says, for accounts with bigger balances, contact us. Oh yeah, because you guys definitely have it. Oh, how much did you want? You wanted $1 million? Oh yeah, we have $1 million. Yeah, 100%.
Believe us.
Also on level 3 of the deep and dark web, there's tons of counterfeit services where you can buy like counterfeit money, but there's a website that actually caught my attention over here. This one says buy real money. The smartest money on the deep web. Yeah, smart money, and they couldn't even properly scale the Wolf of Wall Street picture. This is something over here that they stated. It was a statement that they made. I don't know if this is true or I don't know if this is false, but take a look at it. In 2015, 1% of 425,993,145 notes of CHF, which is the Swiss franc note, was destroyed by the Swiss National Bank. This estimates at 722 million CHF. If a bill has holes in it totaling more than 19 square millimeters, about the size of an aspirin, it is unfit. Dirty and worn out bills are also sorted out with sensors. 10s, 20s, and 50 CHF bills printed before 1996 are automatically pulled from circulation simply because of their age. Now, it's that statement that caught my eye. It's statements like that that make me see services like this and confuse me, like thinking like, are they real? Are they fake? Is this a scam? Is this legit? But then it contradicts itself where it says we have a problem. Our team decided to siphon cash away slowly and stockpile it in Bitcoins over many years. Now you might be asking, hey guys, why don't you just spend this money? Oh well, they definitely answered that question for you too. We can't spend it. Due to our location and access, we would be caught quickly if we spent large amounts of pre-shred cash. We want to maintain access, therefore we do not want to risk spending it ourselves except in small amounts. I mean, they can make this sound pretty convenient convincing, but I don't trust this with a 50-foot pole. Anybody can make anything sound convincing if they try hard enough. If I really tried hard enough, I can actually convince you guys to purchase this bottle cap off me from a water bottle that I finished a week ago that I found on my table. I can get you to purchase this off me for a reasonable price. Let me know what you would pay for a bottle cap. I don't know, I feel like they're contradicting themselves, but at the same time, like, they do sound pretty convincing, but don't trust anybody on the dark web. Anybody can sound really convincing on the dark web. When money's at stake and somebody has a chance of making hundreds of thousands of dollars, they will say anything to convince you with this stuff. So please, don't fall for this crap. If you think they sound pretty convincing, I mean, let me know in the comment section. Also, on level 3 of the deep and dark web, we have drugs. Now, I know there's a lot of people that were waiting for this exact part of the video. Yes, there's tons of this stuff on the deep and dark web. If you go on any of these darknet search engines like Ahmia and Torch or Excavator, and you type in the magic 4-letter word, that's gonna bring back a ton of results. For example, I opened up this website in particular because of the names of the items. When I make these dark web videos, these exploring the dark web videos, I don't like saying the names of the actual things, but this stuff actually, like, look at the names. This one's called Blue Dominoes. This one's called Dom Perignon. This one's called Heineken. This one is called Donald Trump. This one is called Grey Hearts. Then there's Kit Kat, M&M's, Orange Diamonds, Philip Plain, Q Dance, the Tasmanian Devil, and there's Tic Tac. So 200 milligrams of Blue Dominoes. Take a look at this. 100 pieces for 3.5 euro each. That's gonna be 350 euro for 100 pieces of that. I don't know what they go for on the street, to be honest, but I don't even know what Blue Dominoes are. But it does say on the top, all pills are made in-house with the purest MDMA possible. That's messed up. Apparently there is a 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. Listen, I've sent Bitcoins out before. I've sent cryptocurrencies out before. Once you send it, like, the person never sends it back. When they say satisfaction guarantee, they don't mean your money back. They usually mean, like, they will do something else to reciprocate that they don't lose money with. I've seen it happen countless times. It's actually really sad and really annoying. But that's not the only page. Like I said, there's countless pages with this type of illicit substances on the deep and dark web. I said it a couple times early on in the video, and I'm gonna say it again. Stay off the dark web. Don't go on any of these sites. None of these services and none of these products are condoned by me, Crypto NWO. They have cannabis seeds. They got the El Chapo. They got the 3 a.m. gone wrong party pill. They also have what my dreams look like at night. And they also have this. We're not going to talk too much about this because this is super serious. Also, on level 3 of the deep and dark web, there are tons and tons of videos of people's street fights. Now, I'm not going to be showing any of these on YouTube. That's a really bad idea because I can flag my entire channel. But yes, there is countless amounts of websites that show people fighting, street fighting, and it doesn't end until somebody is gone, you know? So it's absolutely freaking messed up. It's nothing you want to click into accidentally because it gets really freaking graphic. These people are really mad at each other for some weird reason. Street fights? Nah, it traumatized me. That is all with level 3 of the deep and dark web. We're moving on to the last level, the final level, level 4 of the dark web. The first thing we're going to be talking about is poison. We can buy poisonous substances on the dark web, not just on one website, but countless websites. Here it is, you know? Buy potassium cyanide powder, 100 gram powder for $375 US. Do you guys know what cyanide is? You don't know what it is? I'll tell you what cyanide is. It's actually a poison that, like, a little tiny little bit of it in someone's food, in someone's drink, just in someone's mouth in general, it will take them out. Completely take them out. But I think doing that nowadays is a really stupid idea because we have toxicology reports and autopsy reports that are actually going to tell families and tell the cops that whoever just passed away just had cyanide in their system. So it's a really stupid method of getting rid of somebody. It's a fast way of getting rid of someone because it's a really morbid, painful way to go. If you've seen any movie of anybody ever taking any poison, whether it's a cartoon or anything, it looks exactly like that when cyanide is consumed. Now, we wouldn't have an exploring every level of the dark web video if we didn't talk about Hitman. Now, I brought this service up over here and it says, welcome to the #1 Hitman service. Now, I feel like I've read this same exact line 1,000 times from different websites claiming that they are the #1 Hitman, but there are 2 websites that I wanted to show you for the Hitman page. This person over here, they offer a very complex platform, encrypted communication between customers and Hitman, built-in Bitcoin mixer. They have a Bitcoin mixer, so like a money launderer, PGP support, blah, 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 no complaints from users. They don't even give a spot for the users to comment on something, but it says like, yeah, no complaints from the users, you know, not at all. They have the lowest prices around and a 100% job completion rate. I mean, this sounds like everybody that promotes their business, whether it's a scam or not. Ross Ulbricht couldn't get a legitimate Hitman Hitman, and you could 100% because this website exists, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Now, this is the one that actually caught my attention over here. This is the Sinaloa Cartel Marketplace. This is the one that I really wanted to talk about. Listen to this. This is a legitimate gang that's actually like a real freaking thing, and this is their official website. I've heard stories about the Sinaloa Cartel, but like I didn't actually think they had a website on the deep and dark web. Listen to what they offer. Under the shelter and protection of the deep web, our hundreds of Sinaloa Cartel members offer you high quality drugs, guns, and professional assault services for affordable prices. We can take out any person you want as long as it's not this guy or a very important person that is guarded by military. We can also make it look accidental so that the police will not suspect anyone. They also do kidnappings, beatings, and setting fire to people's property. This cartel is absolutely insane. Definitely, whether it's real or not, definitely deserves a spot on level 4 of the deep and dark web. And that's the thing about websites like this and websites that we saw earlier. For example, some of them look really high quality, some of them look really freaking low quality. This one looks really low quality, but for some reason, for some weird reason, I buy this. I'm scared of this. I saw this and I immediately had to put this on level 4 of the deep and dark web. I think we found real Hitman services. Another thing that's on the 4th level of the dark web, it's unfortunately everywhere on the dark web. You know what? I don't even want to say it. It's this. That is absolutely everywhere on the deep and dark web. You can just be navigating, doing your own thing, just looking for some dark web news online, and you will accidentally click a link that's on the side, and it will open up something that you don't want to see. I'm not going to be spending too much time talking about this, but it's absolutely loaded and riddled on the deep and dark web. If I can say anything to stop this, if I can say anything to change people's mind, it would just be take this stuff down and stop uploading it. Some people will say that there's a time and a place for everything, but not for stuff like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more website to check on the deep and dark web on level 4 of the dark web, and it is Red Room, the heavily requested Red Room. This is the infamous Red Room page. This is what the real one actually looked like back in the day, but this is not real anymore. This is completely fake. You can hit the join button and it'll take you into the sign-in page. The reason why all the Red Rooms look like this in the sign-in page is because this is what the official one back in 2012 looked like. But for example, a Red Room, what is a Red Room for the people that don't know? It's a room where people can live stream someone's torture or murder, you know? So for example, let's say I got caught into a Red Room, or the like button gets caught into a Red Room. Well, me or the like button is actually gonna go through an immense amount of torture. There are absolutely insane stories about Red Rooms all over the deep and dark web, all over YouTube. There's a video called Why I Quit Being a Dark Web Hacker, something like that. For obvious reasons, I'm not even gonna attempt to go into the Red Room, but I want you guys to note over here, this website never updates. It's fake. It's really freaking fake. And you can see over here, it says 0.2 BTC. With Bitcoin's current price right now, 0.2 BTC is 11,727 US dollars. So you are telling me to be a spectator, you can only watch, you have to pay $11,000 to only watch? To be the commander, you have to pay 1 full Bitcoin to be the commander of a Red Room. That's probably never gonna happen. It's a fake Red Room. Oh my god, I hope no one ever sends a Bitcoin. Guys, don't ever send 1 Bitcoin to be the commander of a Red Room. That's possibly never gonna freaking happen. Because 1 Bitcoin costs 58,635 US dollars to be the commander. Oh, that's not all though. Take a look at this. To be the Grandmaster, you have to pay 5 Bitcoins to be the Grandmaster. What? You can download the video of the latest event, which means download a computer virus onto your computer. 5 Bitcoins is $292,857,000. Bruh, to be the master of a Red Room, that's possibly not gonna happen. Oh my god, guys, never send 5 Bitcoins to this. I would pray for you for the rest of my life if anybody ever did. My god. Well, that has been exploring every level of the dark web 2021. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today. If you made it this far into the video and you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and show the like button what the dark web looks like, only to have it wake up in a Red Room, and subscribe to the channel and put on the notification bell, and you'll be notified the next time I upload a dark web video. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the future, and remember
to stay off the dark web.